Hey everybody, it's Saturday. This is the second time I've done this because I realized when I was almost done that I didn't turn the mic on so there was no sound, so let's do it again. I went to Barnes & Noble today and it was wonderful as usual. I had a gift card that I had gotten for Christmas that I hadn't used yet because normally when I go to the bookstore I just sort of wander around aimlessly, get as many books as I possibly can with the amount that's on the gift card. But I now have a ton of books that I haven't read yet. So this time I waited to use it when I could be a little bit more mindful about it and just get a few books that I really wanted so that I wouldn't end up with a million more books that I don't have time to read. And my dad told me about this book, Brian Grazer's new book. It just came out, called A Curious Mind, and it's all about how curiosity can be used to further your career and further your life, and it sounds really excellent because those sound like really good things. I also went today because, believe it or not, tomorrow is Harper's first birthday party. Her birthday's on Monday, and I cannot believe that she is a year old. So I figured I would go today and see if I could find a book to go along with the present that I already bought her, and I did. I found this book called Belly Button Book, and it's hilarious because it's all about these hippos that are super proud of their belly buttons. I discovered, to my great excitement and joy, that Daniel Handler has written a new book. If you don't know, Daniel Handler is Lemony Snicket, which, when I found that out, was just this great mystery revealed. I read another one of his books called The Basic Eight, and it was fantastic. I highly recommend it. The writing is seriously like reading a series of unfortunate events, but for adults, which is basically everything I've ever wanted. I'm hoping that this new one is just as good, and I'm pretty excited about reading it. And finally, what I got was this lovely copy of The Count of Monte Cristo. I was very skeptical of Barnes & Noble for a long time because Borders was my favorite bookstore. It was cheaper than Barnes & Noble, and also they tended to have more books in stock than Barnes & Noble generally does. But Borders went out of business, and I was really distraught about it. But Barnes & Noble does have one really great redeeming factor, is that they publish a lot of different versions of classic books for super cheap. This is one of them. And then I also have that, which is a beautiful copy of Jane Eyre that looks like it's leather bound. And then this one, which is a collection of Mark Twain novels. And then they also have these kind of basic ones that are kind of nice because they have like footnotes and different, end notes and different things that sort of enhance reading the story, especially with ones like these, kind of historical, and you get more out of it when you understand like the context of where things are coming from, or like references that you might not understand because they're not relevant anymore. So those are kind of nice. I do really appreciate their whole publishing endeavor because it means that I can read a lot of these classics for really cheap, or just get this beautiful copy of a book that I have read and love and would love to have as like sort of a decoration. So I'm really happy with my purchases. I will be wishing many happy birthdays to my adorable niece, and I hope you all have a wonderful week, and Kath, I will see you tomorrow. Bye!